This is the progress I've made on my work so far. And I've shaded the background and I haven't touched the foreground yet. Once I have my background in, I'll start shading my foreground. So I added more details to the background. Added the trunk. Completed the plant, finished the plant and the background. I haven't touched my human figures yet because I want to finish the background to a certain extent and then add the human figure to it. I'm gonna keep my background light for the floor so that when I add the contrast to the human forms and so that when I add the contrast to the human forms, I have the right amount of interest on the subject matter. So this is what this artwork looks like right now. That with contrast to this is my rough draft and this is my final artwork so far. So since this trunk is in the foreground of the picture, it has the depth. I kept the walls light in the front. This wall has a different shadow or different shade to it. The reason is because on the flat surfaces, depending on the angle of the surface, the light is going to change. And so the light is kind of coming from this side, a little bit from that side. In the evening, when I was drawing this particular drawing, when I was adding shades to it, it had the shadow. There was light right where I was working, and there was a shadow of the pillar right there. So I added that shadow of the pillar to this particular picture over here. So now my background is done, and there are two reasons for me to start doing the baby first, then doing the adults in this picture. The adult human forms in this picture is because baby is in the background, and that way when I am done with it, I won't be smudging this so much. This is one thing which I like to do always is have a paper, and especially when I'm shading, have the paper under my hand. That will prevent the smudges on my hand, and it will also prevent the smudges on the paper. So I made my floor, and only other thing which I'm missing is the foreground is this, but I'll come to this later. The first thing which I will focus on would be the baby. So this is the picture of the baby, and this is the picture of the baby which I drew. The baby on my final drawing is smaller than the baby in the picture actually. So it'll be a little harder to put in the details. One thing which you need to remember to do is to draw big. That way you can get more details in your picture. The smaller you have to draw, you will be done faster, probably, but you won't be able to get the results which you're looking for. So I'm gonna have to shade this baby with value, complete the picture of this baby with value and drawing. I am not sure how successful I'm going to be with it, but I'm going to try my very best as this is a smaller picture. So as I said, it would be harder to get in the details and capture the exact image. I'm going to try. So I've finished my baby. I feel like I need to add more depth into the eyes of the baby.